Now we'll look at images. So we have Tom Cruise's name and some information about him, but website always makes more informative when there's an image. So we'll try to add some image here. So if you look at it, this image has a width of 3795 and 5122. So let me try some short images. Even this is bigger. Oh my god, all these images are like more than 1000 pixels. Okay. This should be all right. So I'm gonna save this image here. It's better if I put it inside a images folder. That's the best practice. Now this is how images tags works. So you have to start with the img and then src and then location of the file, images slash underscore cruise.jpg. Now this is one place where you have a self-closing tag. You don't need a tag like this. Even Visual Studio Code didn't try to autocomplete that, because the reason you don't have an opening tag and closing tag for images, you don't need any text in an image. That's a different whole thing, but you don't need, say this is an image, right? You're going to show an image. Why do you need text? So that's why we have a self-closing tag. This is how a self-closing tag is done. See, you got the image, and then those content. Since this image is huge, what I'll do right now is you can add these parameters to it. I'm gonna do a 100 pixels, height is 100 pixels. You see the ratio of it, the height is okay. Not this just height, right? This height is at least 1.5 times the width. So this looks like 800 pixels and this is some 1200. So we'll do a 1.5. So 100 pixels, 150 pixels. So the ratio looks right now. So if you look at it, okay, the reason I'm actually doing it in a proper proportion is, let's say I do a 300 pixels, doesn't look right. So the ratio has to be right. So the original photos ratios were like 1 and 1.5. So I'm doing 100 and 150 pixels. So this looks right. Let's try something for Robert Downey Jr. This is not a JPG. We going for Robert Downey. Okay. I'll show you one more attribute of this image. Let's say this Robert Downey file. You have mentioned Robert Downey file, but for some reason someone just went in and made a change to this file. Now what will happen? This is DOWNEY, but the file name is different. So when you try to load it, it's gone. So when your website audience look at it, they might feel weird about this. I mean, this is not the right user experience. So for which you could do alt equal to Robert Downey profile picture. This is actually a very good practice. So what happens is, in case if an image doesn't load and say if image is corrupted for so many reasons, if that doesn't works, this is how it should appear. Like say the alt text, whatever text you gave in the alt attribute, that's what shows. Okay, now we'll go for Anne Hathaway. Just just look at different image. I'm opening this image in a new tab. So if you look at it, all these search are basically coming from different websites. So this image came from unwoman.jpg. So this is what? This is where this image is stored in this site. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. Let me try my luck here. Instead of giving this file from a local folder, let me try my luck from a different URL. See, it works. So if you look at it, this image, now if I do open image in a tab, this image is actually inside unwoman.org, the same as what we did from this Google. In Google, what I did was I tried to see when you just click at this file, right? Google, what it does is it opens a website where this image is. But when you do open image in new tab, it will just open that image. So where is that image saved? That is saved in this site, UN Woman. Okay. Let's look. All right, so we did images from different folders. Keeping images in the same folder doesn't make any sense because you might have thousands of folders, thousands of images. So keeping it in different folders makes sense. So if not, if you're using it from a different site, you could use the same syntax called SRC. So that's about images.